Hey, so I am excited after spending months, maybe years, I don't know. I tried starting this YouTube channel thing like 10 years ago, and then I was like, oh, you know what? I need to do something else with my life. And I've tried to do something else with my life over and over and over. And I guess it's just that saying, you can't fight fate. So here I am. I actually bought the equipment, I bought the mic. I'm actually going to take this seriously, okay? And I think I need to because things are getting pretty serious in the gaming community. So, as of today, PlayStation has decided that they no longer want to produce physical discs starting in 2028, right? So, check this out. Physical disc production ending in January 2028 for new games releasing on PlayStation consoles. In response to shifting trends and consumer preference, new games will be released on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only. As consumer preferences in the broader entertainment industry continue to shift away from physical discs to digital physical game disc production for all new games releasing on PlayStation consoles will be discontinued starting January 2028. Following this date, new games will be available on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital format only. This transition has no impact on games that already released or will be releasing prior to January 2028 in disc format. This is a natural direction for Sony Interactive Entertainment to adapt to consumer trends as the general preference for digital media significantly outpaces physical discs. This transition will enable us to align more closely with how most of our community prefers to access and play games today. We'll continue to prioritize our resources to drive innovation in how players can access games and provide choices as to where players prefer to purchase new games, whether that's at retailers or PlayStation Store. We remain committed to delivering a world class gaming experience to our fans, and we thank you for your continued support. Man, that's crazy. Um, That's pretty wild. And I know the internet can be hyperbolic at times. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, it's the end of the world. What's happening to gaming? It won't survive. No, I'm not. I'm not going to be like that. Unfortunately, a lot of my games are digital. I have some that are physical. Um, but a lot of them are digital. It's just more convenient. And to be completely honest with you, I'm pretty sure Rockstar tends to be the benchmark in gaming, especially when it comes to what gaming is capable of. And they already came out and say that GTA 6 it's coming out this fall and it's not going to have a physical disc. And, there was some outrage and stuff like that. But when I sat and thought about it, I've been gaming for a long time, okay? Like decades. I was around when Sega Genesis had Sega Channel, the very first streaming service presented to gamers. And when I think about the evolution of gaming and physical media, man, thinking about everything that GTA 6 is going to bring to the table and how it's going to elevate gaming, I don't know how much of that can fit on a disc. Eventually, discs, I mean, we're probably at the point now where they just won't be able to contain everything that games are going to be able to do. Now, when it comes to game preservation, I don't know what that would look like physically. Do people start putting games on thumb drives? I mean, we already have games that are over 100 gigs, 150, 200 gigs of data, taking up just whole PlayStation storage. If you have the five, what is it, the 512 gigabytes, if it's like half a terabyte, yeah. So I don't know what the answer is, but this seemed like an inevitability. It really did. And the thing is, game preservation is so important. Sony just the other day, decided, hey, these movies that are in your library, yeah, they're not in your library anymore, right? So for people who have those movies physically, it's whatever. But for those who already bought it and whatnot, they try to say, oh, you're spending money to pay for a license, right? And so we can take that license whenever we want to because it's our product. Um, I don't know. It feels bad, man. It feels bad. It really does because gaming it's a culture. You take this stuff and you pass it on to your kids. I'm a dad. I have kids, and I one of my favorite games of all time is Skies of Arcadia on the GameCube. I played it on Dreamcast, but then they did another version, put it on GameCube, Skies of Arcadia Legends, and that's my favorite game of all time. And because it's physical media, I still have my GameCube, I still have the game, and I can literally play it and share that with my kids whenever I want to, right? So what is stopping PlayStation or anyone from just saying, hey, we are paying money for music that is in this game, or certain actors or what have you. Anyways, we don't want to pour more money into this. We're gonna pull it, and so we're gonna have to pull it from your library. That hasn't happened like it has with movies. At least not as much as it happened with movies. But it can, and I think that's what's worrying everybody, right? There's no safeguards in place for protecting, our media that we enjoy, that becomes a part of us, you know? And so, oh man, this is something else. It really is. I really hope that PlayStation and all of these mega, gaming corporations can figure something out, especially that's pro gamer, because it seems like right now it's setting indie developers up to really continue to pull in a lot of gaming attention, to be honest with you. Um, but yeah, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. On the other end, I know when it comes to Steam, pay for the game and then you have the game and it's digital. There's no physical games when it comes to PC gaming. But should people pull the license and or vault the game, whatever, guess what? In some ways, you can still save the game that you paid for. But it's not like that with consoles. So I guess Sony, if they cared or if they want to do like damage control or what have you, with the price of everything going up, RAM, how people see GTA 6 is going to be selling a base model for $80, and but if you want the complete game you have to pay $100, and maybe they're like, hey, we want to do that. Lord knows, Echoes of Aincrad, Sword Art Online, the game that's coming out, I don't feel it's worth the price that it is, especially with modern games. Especially with gacha games, NTE feels more complete than Echoes of Aincrad. So I don't know, man. I feel like us gamers, we've really been just we've been getting the short end of the stick. We really have been. We really have been, and I hope that changes. I really do. And if it does change, it's probably going to be with indie developers first, and then maybe it'll trickle up. Who knows? Or if people come together and vote with our wallets, um, maybe we'll see change like that as well too. But until then, that's it. That's it for this video. Thanks for listening to me waffle on about this subject. I'm kind of new, kind of not. I just keep trickling in and out, but I've invested time and equipment, money into this, so I'm gonna take it more seriously. All right. So if you enjoyed what I had to say, if you enjoyed listening, or if you agree, you know, let me know. Comment down below. And also don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. And until the next one, I'll see you guys later. Stratus out.